The NBA has a small select group of players that are considered the faces of the league. These are players that command respect no matter what era you watched or what team you root for. These players are considered the heroes in the NBA's grand story. And today we'll be going over how they got such status and who these players are going into this upcoming season. All right, let's get started. Steph Curry single-handedly changed the course of NBA basketball as we know it. He changed the league into a more perimeter-centered game, and literally, if you don't have a three-point shot, it's going to be hard to keep a roster spot in today's league. I'd say prior to the 2022 NBA season, Steph was considered either a hero or a villain. It really depends on which fan base you go for. But after the 2022 NBA Finals, Steph solidified that he is a hero and proved all the doubters wrong. The one quote-unquote hole in Steph's legacy was the fact that he never won an NBA Finals MVP, despite going to the finals 3 times. Steph had played with extremely talented teams, but people would use this as an excuse to downplay his legacy. But Steph proved all the doubters wrong, and this year's NBA Finals against the Boston Celtics, where he dominated the competition and proved that all the narratives about him were wrong. The narratives didn't stop with Steph either. We constantly heard that Clay is washed or Draymond Green is overrated and Steph can never lead a team to the finals without KD. And look at what they did this year. Not even having a super deep team and Clay coming off of an injury and Draymond Green getting older, they still won against a hungry Boston Celtics team. The reason why Steph's a hero is the fact that he changed basketball forever and got the Golden State Warriors dynasty back on track. And what can I say? Everyone loves a comeback. All right, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Not sure if I said that completely right. I think I did. It's been years of watching Giannis, but I think I said that right. If I didn't, be sure to check me below with the pronunciation. But getting into the video, Giannis is the definition of a self-made star. Not sure if you remember, for all you 2K players out there, but I literally remember in 2K14 when I was playing my GM and Giannis was a 60 overall. And for those of you that play 2K, that's awful. That's terrible. Him and Middleton were 60 overall. And now that he's at the point to where he's literally arguably the best player in the NBA, if not the best player in the NBA, it's crazy. Pre-2019, Giannis was considered a young star who had the potential of being the face of the league. But with some of his playoff exits in the first and second round, Giannis was starting to get this title of, well, was he ever going to make it to the conference finals or the NBA finals and do something bigger than just mid-playoff exits? You can't really be considered an all-time great or the face of the league if you never got to that point. And once 2019 hit, Giannis just hit a level that was insane. Winning the MVP that year, and also too going on to win the MVP in 2020 and Defensive Player of the Year, something that hasn't been done since Hakeem Olajuwon did it in the 90s. Despite the league scrambling in order to make cap space to get him possibly for the 2021 NBA free agency, Giannis decided to stay and re-up with the Milwaukee Bucks. And this was probably the best decision for him because this would add to his ever-expanding legacy and be rewarded with an NBA championship in 2021 and a well-deserved NBA Finals MVP with one of the best Game 6 performances in NBA history. Giannis was able to rise above all the tough things he had to endure, and now he's here. He's not just a young star anymore. He's not even just All-NBA anymore. Giannis has solidified himself as not the young player that's got next to be an all-time great. He already is. And any more that he's adding to his legacy is just going to put him further and further up on this list, which solidifies him as one of the NBA's heroes going into this season, as well as possibly a hero for all time. Whether you love him, whether you hate him, you have to respect him, and that is LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers. Since 2003, LeBron has solidified himself as easily one of the best players in the NBA. He came into the league with a high level of expectation as well as criticism and pressure, and quite easily he has delivered on every aspect of that while managing not to get into any scandals, anything bad, anything that would degrade his character, and is still delivering to this day in year 20. The reason why LeBron's in the hero category is quite easy. LeBron is this era's Jordan. No matter how you spin it or whatever order you have the two in, it really doesn't matter. But LeBron is on that level of one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest of all time. He's either 1A or 1B. Every franchise he's been on, he's delivered a championship while being the finals MVP. He's a quality mentor and spokesperson for the game of basketball. Without LeBron, the league would be completely different. What makes him a hero is that he knows that he has all this respect, all this power, all this pull, and he's consistently using it for good to push the game of basketball. Whether it be him using his money for philanthropic ventures that he cares about to help out his city, or just pulling up to the Drew League just to say what's up to the fans and add to that aura and essence of what the game is. LeBron knows full and well that he is the person holding that torch, and he's ready to pass it off to the next player when he retires. And lastly, whether you hate him or love him, we all want to see what he does next. We all want to see how far he'll go in the playoffs next year. We want to see, will he break Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's point record, and how well received will he be to be the GOAT when everything is all said and done. What he's doing on and off the court now and in the future is what solidifies him as a hero going into this season, and also one of the biggest heroes of all time. Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks. Luka came into the NBA as one of the most highly touted international prospects of all time. Coming in as a EuroLeague MVP, he had plenty of experience ready to dominate the NBA. But media pundits from the US would frequently undervalue him and undersell him compared to other American prospects that are coming into the NBA. And he was frequently put into the stereotype of just another skilled European player with a good floor but a very low ceiling. Despite the unwarranted and frankly undeserved comments towards Luka, he would go into the NBA and go head to head with some of the league's greatest stars and show that he is going to be a dominating force in the league and that he is here to stay. He took a team and single-handedly changed the culture himself. Since the post-Dirk Nowitzki era, Dallas looked like they were headed towards a long and tumultuous rebuild, but Luka changed that and turned them into instant playoff contenders and now title contenders. What makes Luka a hero is the heroics he's shown in every playoff series he's been a part of. We don't have to go back far. As early as this past year, when he beat the #1 seed Phoenix Suns when they were up 2-0 against the Dallas Mavericks, and it looked like that they had their number, Luka turned it on and completely changed the entire tide of the series, beating one of the title favorites this year in a massive upset. And the Game 7 win against the Suns will go down as one of the greatest upsets in NBA history. On top of that, we definitely can't forget his heroics during the Clippers series in 2020 and 2021. Luka is barely in his second or third year, something like that, and he's already contending with Kawhi Leonard, the finals MVP, and nearly beating those teams twice. No second all-star, not a super deep team all around, and still going head to head with a team that everyone called the favorite to win the title, at least in 2020. What makes Luka a hero is the fact that he's able to do these things at such a young age, and this trajectory shows that he is well on his way to becoming the next all-time great. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and share. I'm trying to grow this channel and I cannot do it alone. I need your help and I would appreciate it if you like the video to do that. Also too, I have another set of videos. This is going to be a series. So I did the NBA's biggest heroes. So next, what comes with that? The NBA's biggest villains. That's right. That's going to be the next video. And then after that, I'm going to have the NBA's biggest anti-heroes coming out as well. So thank you so much for watching and see you next time.